Story 1. Obligatory throwaway for obvious reasons. We'll call this friend Todd. So Todd is a part of our general friend group, and has been for a couple years now. The thing about Todd is that he admitted to having feelings for my girlfriend while I was dating her. My girlfriend rejected him and he told her that they couldn't be friends anymore, that his feelings would get in the way of my relationship with her. Now, she is very close with Todd, so she was devastated at one of her close friends leaving her because she was involved with me romantically. But then Todd comes back and asks for another chance at being friends, and she accepts and takes things slow. It was a very unpleasant experience for everyone, including myself. But this is Reddit, so you already know it gets worse. Everything I just wrote above? That whole cycle? Yeah, it happened a second time. And a third time. And a fourth time. My girlfriend still wants to try to be friends with him and, to be quite honest, it makes me wildly uncomfortable. I don't know what to do because I feel like it's not my call on who she can't be friends with, and, to my knowledge, she has never given any sort of romantic interest towards Todd. Purely platonic. However, I do not trust Todd at all and it makes me very uncomfortable that my girlfriend wants to be close friends with someone that has confessed feelings for her on 4 separate occasions while we were dating. Furthermore, I don't want to mess up the friend group dynamic. Am I just being stupid? Please help. Edit. I didn't expect this many responses, so I thank you all for taking the time to put in your 2 cents and try to help me out. A couple things I feel I should clarify. 1. The last time this cycle repeated was quite some time ago, 2 to 3 months maybe? And we had set some hard boundaries. However, things have begun to become lenient in those aspects, and I feel that it's because she enjoys having him as a close friend. 2. I don't want my relationship to end. We love each other very much and she has never given me a reason to not believe that. However, I definitely need to talk to her about this, so I will be doing that today. Hopefully I won't sound like a controlling a hat. I'll update here later on. Thank you all for the help and advice. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Edit 2. I forgot a couple big red flags that I have been sitting on in an attempt to set my story straight, I suppose. 1. GF has told me multiple times that she misses Todd as a friend and that she wishes they could be close again platonically. She made it a point to mention it as just friends and I trust her. It is Todd who I do not trust. 2. Todd's biggest fear when all this happened originally was that I would make her have to choose between him and I. So yeah. There's that. Update. I am reading through all the replies and, as much as I hate how some of these comments are phrased, you guys are right. I need to have some self-respect and talk to her. I messaged her if we could talk about something important. We live in different areas, so I'll end up talking with her sometime this afternoon. We'll post a second update with the results of said conversation. So this is a very pathetic circle back move by Todd to play on her emotions and wear her down. After 4 go-arounds, I think you are allowed to step in and attempt to put a stop to this circus. Absolutely nothing wrong with setting healthy boundaries. But GF has got to come on board with it. How do I bring this up without sounding controlling? I'm not a fan of telling her who she can't be friends with, but I feel like this is a very valid reason to be doing so. It's not controlling to say I don't have a problem with you having male friends, but Todd has made it clear he wishes to be with you, and his constant breaking up with you as a friend because you reject him as a boyfriend is manipulative and puts strain on our relationship because he puts himself in the spotlight. It's also disrespectful towards both of us to keep trying to get you to break up with me. I think at some point most people have been in an unrequited love, aka been friend zone situation. Most people have the sense to remove themselves from the scenario though, because they recognize the concept of out of sight, out of mind. This is not going to end well for you. I'm sorry to say that he's messing in your relationship until she finally shows us him. This is what the game he's playing suggests. The worst of all is, as she's so in need to have him in her life, most probably that is what will be the final outcome. Your GF's got a bleeding heart or something else entirely. Okay, I can understand once or even twice, but 4 times? It's a little bit much. I think instead of blowing up at her and tell her that he can't be trusted, etc., you need to do it from this angle. This is all for Todd's benefit so that he won't be tortured by his romantic feeling toward your GF. In order for Todd to be over your GF and be a proper friend without any romantic attachment, your GF has to be stern/strong to be kind to her best friend, Todd. Since the past 4 times have been a failure, a proper no contact should happen. For at least a few years, not just a few months of no contact or low contact, I mean 100% no contact for at least 3 to 5 years. This will work, I promise. I mean, Todd getting over your GF, if only there's a NC. I know this based on personal experience. I've been where your GF is, and yeah, there was a Todd in my life, but I was stern and actually he moved on too successfully after a proper NC. But if your GF is not willing to do NC, this made me think that she has an attachment toward Todd and she's the one who's actually incapable of doing NC, if this is the case. Yeah, that's not a good thing for you. Story 2. I have been seeing this girl who has been a good friend since 10 years. We started dating around 3 years of knowing each other, and were flirting before. Stuff started getting long distance in August 2018, when I moved countries. We wanted to get married in a year when I finished studies. However, I came back to give a surprise visit in May 2019, and found empty chats on her phone with a good friend. I also found a gift with a romantic connotation in her house which she insisted was innocent and was from the same friend. However, I was sensing something off in her behavior and eventually she cried and confessed to being in love but cutting it off because she wanted to be with me. However, I was still doubtful, as if she wanted to cut it off, why did she keep the gift and delete the chats? At that moment she gave me a ring, and I decided to forgive her. But, I come back to my city and turns out the guy visits her again and she tells him she doesn't want to see his face again. Her words. Also, random stuff about another guy I was a little suspicious about comes up, how he'd asked her out and she said no. Which happened way before this incident and she had said that nothing happened there. I myself am not unattractive and had been loyal all these years despite explicit attention from the opposite sex. Now I feel like an idiot for holding on to some ideal of love and fidelity. I want to be with her but I know all I have there is lies and manipulation. I feel she kept seeing the other guy but wanted to keep me as a backup because I'm from a much higher socioeconomic position. All the facts are here, and I know my decision should be clear. But I still want to be with her. I absolutely don't know how I move on. Edit. Wow, thanks for the comments. Every time I talk to her, she says I'm being unreasonable for dragging it till now, and it's human to make a mistake. She says she loves me, and I feel guilty for not feeling the same. I know it's all juvenile if I evaluate it rationally, but how do I stop feeling this way? I feel she kept seeing the other guy but wanted to keep me as a backup because I'm from a much higher socioeconomic position. That is quite the gut instincts you have there. Try listening to it. The thing is, life is a mixture of gambles. You have to choose which battles of life that you wish to gamble in. Things like cheating, lying and gaslighting are the things that gives me trust issues. Fool me once yea, fool me twice nay, fool me thrice never. Relationships won't kill you as much as being single won't kill you. Try focusing on your career first. Plan your career life in such a way that maybe 15 to 25 years from now, you will have enough medical and retirement funds. Try reading up No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover, it might help you. All the best and keep moving forward, brother. Thanks. Also, I'm reading the book now. For now it's not completely senseless, and some things do look relevant. Appreciate the advice. Cheating is not a mistake, it's a choice. I think you know this is over. It's scary to be on your own after so long, but trust me, it'll make you feel a lot better not worrying about your partner being unfaithful. Break up with her, block her, and get therapy so you can process your feelings. That's how you move on. She cheated on you and lied to you about it. That's not a mistake, it is a long series of dishonest decisions. Now she is blaming you for feeling bad about it, as if you are at fault. You weren't a fool for holding on to your ideals, but you are absolutely a fool for staying with her now that you know exactly who she is, an unrepentant liar and cheater. The answer is very, very simple, move on. You cannot have a good relationship with someone who cheats on you, lies to you, and then blames you for feeling bad about it. Have some self-respect and move on. You deserve better than to be treated like that. Worldwide comments of the day. OP needs to pull himself together and remove himself from that emotionally toxic situation. The cheating wife knows he's a bit of a doormat, as do her friends. He needs to work on himself, get his finances together, lawyer up, get custody of his son, and do the best that he can rather than try to give life to a relationship that is already gone at the hands of his cheating wife. She has already shown that she doesn't care. No sense in trying to beg her to do so. Be a man and stop crying like a baby. Take action. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.